Hi, today we're going to do a, excuse me, yeah, I'm so choked up about this episode. No, today we're going to do an episode review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, episode 4, called I Spy. Yeah, it's kind of clever. The names usually weren't that clever. I mean, the last one has the asset. I don't see how that fit. Who was an asset, but I don't know. The name's the title, but this one's good. So, basically, again, good episode, actually great episode. I liked it better than the last one, and even though I did like the last one, but before, yeah, I wasn't really into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The first 2 episodes really bad to me, especially the second one. I did not really like it, but third one, gave my hopes up, and the 4th one's doing that, so I hope they keep on continuing to build. I mean, they did get signed on for a full season, so hopefully that they will. I personally don't think that really means anything. I think it's just Marvel saying, hey, we'll just give you. I think they paid off NBC, said, hey, or ABC, my bad, and just said, here, just do it. Just do it, and just make sure that it has a full season, so it won't be canceled, so we won't look bad. So, but it doesn't. It's starting to be good. It's starting to be good and everything. So let's get into it. Melinda May shows some badassness. She's back into the field, so that's always cool. I mean, she is good. Like, she is just told that I just want a whole show just her. And Agent Coulson again. I think I started to like Agent Coulson a lot better in this one. Last couple episodes, it's okay, but I didn't get really into the whole Agent Coulson. Who is Agent Coulson? In this one, we got that character building more of it. Who is Agent Coulson? Because even though that we all know who Agent Coulson is through the movie verses, we don't know that much about him. And seeing people that have interacted with him before the events that happened in New York really opens up his backstory and everything, and I like that. I want to know more about these characters. That's what I like about TV shows in general. I want to know more about characters. I want character-driven stories. And in the beginning, I didn't think Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. did that for me, but now it's getting a little bit more into that. I still don't like Skye, and I still don't like Grant. I don't like their little relationship thing going on there. Even in this episode, they kind of showed that she could see through walls. There's this little thing that she made so she could see through walls, and then I guess she could see him without clothes, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's just, I feel like he's 30-something and she's like a 16-year-old girl, and I know that's not happening, but it's just weird. It's just weird to me. Fitz in, I still don't know the other girl's name. I had to remember it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to warm up to them a little bit more as the episodes go on. This episode was kind of like the first episode, but they improved it. It's like they tweaked it because they had the same kind of setup. They had a person that had something, like had an experiment on them. Like in the first one, the guy had like the little parasite kind of thing that looked like, if you watch Falling Skies, it looked like those things on the back of them. But yeah, he had this thing on him and increased his power, and he's being controlled by somebody that they didn't know. And they did the exact same thing in this one. It was one of Agent Coulson's proteges was being controlled with a little eye device, hence I Spy. So, they get the device out in time and before it explodes. Generic kind of cliche story, but again, like I said before, I like cliche stories. They just have to be done right, and they did it right in this one. I wonder, I was talking to somebody else about this who knows a lot more about comic books than me. I just know a little bit about comic books. They said maybe the organization or whoever is behind what's going on and all the little events that they're going through is Hydra. And I could totally see that. It'd be a perfect, organization or group or whatever you want to call it to put into this TV-verse or TV universe, if you want to call it, because a lot of people have been asking, like, okay, well, how is this going to transition well? Because you can't, it's not on HBO, it's not on Showtime, it's not on AMC, it's not on the big cable network television, so they can't, I'm assuming they can't do those big kind of things, like the Game of Thrones and the Breaking Bad and all those stuff that do on the cable channels. So how can you take something that's been very successful on movies, like with Thor and all of them, and then bring a TV show on network TV, or network television? And that's why I had the problem with it in the beginning. It wasn't really transitioning well, but I think it's doing it a little bit better. It's more focusing on the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. aspect than the, Tony Stark of this, Tony Stark of that. So, yeah, I'm glad what they're doing. And Hydra would be really, really great to just have somebody. That's what I've been really wanting, is have somebody that the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents can fight. And, grow more of the character development and everything, which I'm getting. So yeah, pretty much a solid episode. I can't wait to the next one. I'm surprised I'm saying that, because before I was dreading it. But yeah, I can't wait to the next one. If you want to see more reviews, you go to my YouTube channel, which you're probably on right now, or if you're not, just click onto the little YouTube thing on there. And yeah, if you want to go see our iTunes, go on iTunes, type in Disneypunksreviews, and listen to our podcast. It's weekly. All the information will be in the show notes below. And I'll see you guys later for another episode or review.